Those kids were in my heart. I'm still connected with a lot of them through Facebook, through LinkedIn. They work for me. Wide variety of different things. I still see them on the street, and a lot more successful. But when you're walking down, when you're in the school or as foster parents, sometimes you need to get involved, interact with your children, just to see what they're doing, because they're not going to tell you everything that they're doing in school, what's happening in school. So some of the pieces that we took, some of the artwork, these kids are artists, I tell you that much. So when you guys get a chance, look at some of the stuff we have here. This is some of the stuff they put on their folders when they come home from school. Wide variety of the bandanas that we had. And then I'll explain some of the colors that you guys are going to see. And then I have the kids themselves wrote about the gangs, the violence. They wrote about the problems that they're having in the schools themselves. So they know that there's a big issue right now with the gangs. So I'm going to get into the PowerPoint presentation. This is the goals. We're going to discuss a variety of gang look-fors and to develop an understanding of preventive strategies and strategies for dealing with the impact of gang affiliation on the family. Families are very, very much affected by what's happening in the school system. They just go hand in hand. One hand feeds the other. If you don't know what's happening in your school, the school's not going to know what's going to happen at home, there's an issue. To become aware of community resources available to support families. At the end of the presentation, I've listed quite a few groups that will help you. One of the things here is the gang identification. We're going to deal with color, clothing, symbols, tagging, tattoos. Kids nowadays in middle school, and actually I was at an elementary school. My son graduated from 8th grade just this past Thursday. And I was sitting there and I got there early, and I know the principal pretty well. And I saw kids, 5th graders, 6th graders, with tattoos. I'm like, wow, it's amazing. I know I've seen high school kids with the tattoos, but these are middle school kids with the sleeves. The ones, not the little bitty ones that they used to go, but the whole sleeve coming down. I'm like, it's getting a little carried away with the tattoos. We're going to get into handshakes, ethnicity, because that does have an effect on the gangs that they're involved in, the ethnicity. And then some of the slang. Can anybody tell me any of these symbols, pictures? Can anybody tell me who they are, who's affiliated with them? Have any idea?
Can the yellow one be the Latin Kings?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's the lion and the crown. Right here we've got MPs. Okay, over here we got basic street gang colors. You're gonna see a wide variety of different colors. But now when your student or your child is wearing the same color over and over again, that's a point that you want to bring up. Why are you wearing the same black and blue, red and black, black and yellow? Why are they going continuously wearing those type of colors? There's an association there. There's something wrong with that picture. All right. What is a gang? Can someone read that for me?
A structured group of 3 or more individuals bonded together on a continuing basis for the purpose of committing antisocial or criminal acts. Most gang members are bonded together by race, culture, sex, or location.
From the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Preventions. So, school systems now jumped all over this. A structured group of 3 or more individuals. So, a group of kids are hanging out in the hallway, 3 or more, they can get suspended. They're a gang. They can be associated with a gang. They might not even be associated with a gang, just hanging out. But 3 or more, they'll affiliate you with a gang. Especially if you're wearing different type of colors, you got a bandana on, then it's even worse. MPS has a 0 tolerance now. And that's, in the beginning I kind of agreed with it. Now it's kind of a little difficult because the victim always gets punished just as bad as the bully. And that in itself, I don't think is fair. I think it's got to go on the circumstances. But the 0 tolerance means both parties get tossed out of school. How do I know if my child is a gang member? Sudden changing grades. If your child was, little Charlie is getting a 3.5, and then all of a sudden he turns into little Chewy, and he's his grades start dropping. You know, they go to 1.5. Truancy, skipping school. When you send a little Charlie to school, you know, all dressed up in his little uniform, and then he's walking out the back door acting like little Chewy. He's got his bandana on, you know, wrapped around his head or on his shoulder. You know, so that's an issue. Please make sure you get at least weekly or monthly attendance sheets for your students, for your child. Because what they do in school is going to be totally different what they tell you at home. It's a totally different story. Withdraw from family and friends. Draw from family and friends. When your child